internet. It is a suicidal shipper, and I thought today I would do an update video to let you know how I've been doing. I remember back when I was Melody1989 on YouTube, I did PokeShipping news and updates, and I thought that was so much fun to do, and I had a fan base just doing those videos. So I thought I'll just make it a habit to upload videos, just letting you know how I'm doing and just an update on how my life is going. So I have my Hello Kitty water with me that I'm just going to be drinking during this video. I didn't really write a script. I'm just going to kind of wing it. So as you can see, I have cut my hair. I did a Serena. So like I feel like I relate to Serena so much lately, and you know, I thought, I needed to change. I needed to cut my hair, and I did, and I like it. It looks really cute. I think it really works. And, with Serena, I have a feeling when she does return to the anime that she's going to have a Lohan Ninetales. And if she has a Lohan Ninetales, there is no way I can hate her anymore. That's my favorite Pokemon, and I have a very funny feeling that she's going to catch it, and if she does, then, screw my suicidal obsession with wanting Ash and Misty to be together. Screw it, because if anything, I had a crush on Ash. I could just pretend to be her if she ends up with Ash in the end. So, I'm just looking at it at that perspective. I'm doing really well. I was struggling for a little bit back when I first post all my videos. But every time I felt really depressed, I would force myself to watch this one video by Barcraft. I don't know if you know who Barcraft is. They do a lot of documentary videos on people and their life, and they're really inspirational. A lot of the stories are really inspirational, and there's one, but I have to give you a trigger warning. It's a little bit graphic. It's about a woman who shot herself in the head, and she survived. And she's telling her story about how she overcome her suicidal and depression. And it's a very inspirational video, and I left a comment saying that I'm less likely to attempt suicide after watching it. And that comment got highlighted as the top comment for a while there, and I was really happy, and it got 25 likes of people saying, that's really good that it's helping you. And yeah, every time I felt sad, I would just watch this video, and it would help me feel oh, there is hope. Oh, if things do go wrong, she lost her job, she lost her boyfriend, and she lost her grandmother. And that's horrible to go through all those things at the same time. But the fact that she went through all those things and survived her suicide attempt and got better, it makes me really happy. It makes me feel like I can do that too. I'll post a link in the description of that video I kept watching. To be honest and real, a lot of you pointed out that I seem like I'm manic all the time. And actually, I found out that my medication actually kind of does that to me. I am really happy with my medication right now because it makes me manic, but it's the good kind of manic. It's a manic where I'm productive, I get things done, I'm creative, I'm happy. It's a good kind of manic, and when I do get depressed, which does still happen, it doesn't last long. I get through it really fast. It only lasts 2 or 3 days, and then I'm back to normal. So I'm really happy with my medicine. The only thing I don't like about it is the weight gain that it causes. But in my opinion, I have tried a lot of other medications, and I have been off the medications I'm on now 5 times. 5 times I was off it, and during those 5 times I was off my medication, on a new medication or not on medication at all, I struggled so badly. The last time I went off my medication, I went a week without food or sleep, and you can't cope if you can't eat or sleep. That's a nightmare to deal with. So my medicine, Zyprexa and Prozac, I love them. I'm going to continue to take them. They may make me a little bit manic sometimes, but I think it's better than, trust me, it's better than what I went through trying other drugs and going off of Zyprexa and Prozac. Now I want to address why I desperately wanted to get famous. I used to be the type of person that would say I was too disabled to work. Yes, I used to be that type of person. So I do have a disability where standing in one spot for a very long time can make me nauseous. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough that I was very concerned that it would be a problem for a retail job. Now, I was forever searching for a sit-down job. I applied to many office jobs, even though like a lot of office jobs require that you have experience, which I don't have. I got involved with a bunch of temp agencies, but none of them really helped me find like a receptionist or an office job, which is what I was looking for. And I felt kind of hopeless, and I almost felt like YouTube was my only choice to, make it as a career. And because I went to school, I got a college degree in art and bachelor in science, but there aren't any art jobs around where I live. I literally have to move somewhere where there's like Atlanta or New York to get into photo editing, because that's what my specialty is photo editing and Photoshop. But I feel like I'm going to have to save up money and move if I really want to pursue art as a career. So I decided to take a risk. And I didn't tell them right front up about my disability, because when I do, usually people don't hire me when they hear I have a disability. So I got the job, and I realized I'm capable of a lot more than I realized. The job is a lot of walking around. It's a lot of walking. It's not, you do stand sometimes, but you don't stand for a long period, which is why I think the job works for me, because when I move, it like resets my nausea. It's only when I hold my balance for a very long time, and even if I don't lock my knees, I'll still get nausea. And I have actually gone to doctors trying to figure out what's wrong with me. And they've tested me for vertigo. They tested me for POTS. POTS is when your blood pressure drops when you stand, and my blood pressure does not drop when I stand. But they usually would say things like, "Oh, it's your medicine," but it's not my medicine. When I was off my medicine, my nausea was worse. I was getting nauseous sitting down in front of a computer. I was horrible off my medicine, so I'm pretty sure my medicine has nothing to do with it. But it's just, I don't know. It's a mystery, and if any of you can figure out what it is, let me know, because the last time I got nauseous was when I was standing in a Forever 21 line, and it was a really long line. And once I got done and checked out and got my stuff I bought, I had to go and sit down for a good 30 minutes to get back to normal, because I was so nauseous. I could feel, also, when I bend over, I sometimes feel it come up. And I think I have acid reflux a little bit, but I'm doing my best to not eat late at night, because I think that might be one of the things that's causing it. It also could be related to my nausea while standing, but my job is very understanding, and I'm able to stand and do the work, and I'm glad I took the risk, because I realize now I'm capable of a lot more than I realized. Also, having a job has helped me feel mentally better and physically better, and I feel like I have a purpose. I feel so much better having a job, and I don't regret doing the videos I made. Even though they didn't go viral, like, that wasn't the point, though. The point was to get my message out there. And I had somebody comment on my Instagram when I had to take them down. I had to take the videos down because my parents were very against it. They thought it would keep me from getting a job, but actually, it's actually very accepting of me being a YouTuber, so it's not a problem anymore, so I put them back up. But someone on my Instagram commented that I should put my videos back up because it helped them. And when I saw that comment, I was so happy. I was so happy I helped at least one person, because it's not about reaching the massive. It's about helping the few people out there who can relate to what I'm going through. That's why I did it. Fame would have been nice, but still, that's not the point. The point is to help and let other people know that they're not alone. Also, I believe in signs, and I don't think everything happens for a reason, but I think every now and then things will happen to let you know if you're going down the right path. And a sign that I got right after I released my videos, I was watching Degrassi, the TV show on Netflix, because when I get depressed, I watch a lot of Netflix shows. That's what I do when I'm depressed. And I was watching this teenage high school series, and in one of the episodes, this song called Let's Do Something Crazy by Crystalline played. And in this song are the lyrics, "You play like Ash and I'll be Misty." She's kind of like a nerdy singer. I've checked out some of her other songs. Her other songs are really good too. But I heard this and I was overcome with feelings and emotions just hearing Ashley Misty's name in a song. And it just made me feel like, wow, okay, so maybe I did the right thing. Maybe I did the right thing about telling my story and trying to help people. Also, a lot of people thought I was bragging about being a suicidal shipper, when in reality, I'm very ashamed of it. I am extremely ashamed of it. I kept it a secret for years, and I had a lot of anxiety about going public about it because I knew I was going to get cyberbullied, and I knew there was nothing I could do about it, you know? But it was something I couldn't just hold in or keep private or not talk about because I felt like there were other people out there who could understand to what I'm going through. But something I just could not hold in and not tell people. I had to get it out there. I couldn't keep it a secret any longer. And it's something I was planning to do for a very long time. And I know there's very few people out there who can relate to this, but I felt like it needed to be done. Also, I called the crisis hotline one time because I was feeling really depressed about how I felt like I was the only one. And I got this awesome lady. I told her, yeah, I feel like I'm the only one that deals with this. And she goes, you do realize that the entertainment business is a trillion, billion, trillion money business. That they make tons and tons and tons of money just creating fictional work. And the reason why they make so much money is that so many people feel things for these characters. Like they feel emotions like as if they're real characters. And she was like, I had a Harry Potter fan contact me saying how she was crying in the shower because she's sad that Hogwarts is not a real place. So, like, yeah, a lot of people feel things for these things, and I'm definitely not the only one. There may be a few people out there who understand, who take it as seriously as I did, but I'm not alone. There are other people out there who needed to hear it. I will say that nothing is worth taking your life over. And if you are taking a shipping so seriously, especially to the point where you're cyberbullying other people who don't agree with your views, you're not being like the characters you admire. The characters you admire would never be that mean to someone just because you disagree on who they should end up with. And I do think that if you're taking it that seriously, you need to take a step back and reevaluate yourself and figure out what's wrong with you that's causing you to feel this way. But I realize now how small of a thing it is. And I may do a video talking about tips of how to not let your obsessions with fandoms ruin your life. But I realize now that life is a gift, and just being alive is a reason to celebrate life. There's a song lyric I love from a song called Walking in the Sky by DJ Encore. And in that song, there's a lyric that says, I'm happy just to be. And it sounds like an incomplete sentence, but the word be itself means to exist, to be alive. And that song has been such an inspiration for me to just be happy knowing that I have a roof over my head and I'm having loving parents, loving sister, loving dog, and I'm just so blessed to be here. But I also think life is too short not to follow your dreams. And both my psychiatrist and psychologist were very supportive of the Be Happy parody and all my other work. And one thing my psychiatrist said to me that I find very interesting is that she said, what makes me different from the other patients that she sees is that I have this passion and less for life. And she said, don't let the haters take that away from you. If this is what makes you happy, if this is what brings you joy, then you should enjoy it and not let anything stop you for what you want to do. But overall, I'm doing really well. I've actually gone 2 years without self-harming, and I feel so proud of myself. I have never gone that long without self-harming, and I am very proud of myself. But even if you do relapse, you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. I know my friend Pixie Locks, she recently did a video telling her fans that she has relapsed. And I just want to let you know, girl, that you're still loved. You're still a role model. Please don't let it take you down. I find you extremely inspirational, and I'm so glad that you give me the time of day, being that you're so popular. So yeah, if you relapse, it's not the end of the world. You're on recovery. You're doing better. Just keep going forward. Keep being positive. So this is my update video. I probably will post more in the future just to let you know how I'm doing. But with my channel, I'm definitely going to be focusing more on fashion because that's what I enjoy. I'm working on a body positivity video soon, and I'm also going to do my favorite kawaii YouTubers video soon. So just look out for that. Thank you so much for watching. Always a kawaii Barbie girl.